Happy Monday. We made it through Monday. Monday's done. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to go ahead and start a giveaway um, for you guys. I got a giveaway running up here at the top, so go ahead and start that. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Kathy with Bella's Treasures, or Bella Enchanted Treasures is what it is. Let me turn you around here and show you the hold on for me a second. All right. I want to get y'all dizzy. All right, so here, let me show you my shelves. I got all this stuff. It's in my listings and also my buy it now listings as well. I do have some flash sales going on there in my buy it nows, but feel free to take a look there and see if there's anything that y'all are interested in. I'm trying to add some more light there for you. Okay, here we go. So here, let's start here at the top. These things here are up there and my buy it now listings. That's a towel bar. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. That there is a penguin picture. It's like stainless steel. That's neat. That's listed as well. We got some Budweiser cups. I love USA plastic cups. These here are Anheuser-Busch Stein mugs, if you will. Those are selling together as a pair. These here are all listed. We got some clear glass. That one back there is Germany with the blue here. And this here is a Mikasa. It's a peppermint swirl. On there, we've got some silver tone bells, antique books. We've got brass, got some brass bells and candle holders as well. This here is the fella of the hour. He is from 1930s. He was handmade by Art Linton for a little boy that was sick in 1930s. He was 9 years old. He had meningitis at the time, but it's a movable piece. So when you think about this, when I show you, that's going to be like about 130 years old. Okay. So here's some more stuff on the shelves that I have there for you. That's a doily in a frame. There's some staining on that, but still. I do have a mushroom towel, kitchen towel, and I have some cloths over here. All right, so I'm gonna put you back on the shelves and back on the stand, and we will get started. Let me flip you around here. Put you back up here. All right, let's see what we're gonna start with an auction here. We've got 2 more minutes there on that giveaway. Feel free to join that if you'd like. Um, let's start. In fact, let me go ahead and show this fella. We were just talking about him. And I'm going to let him run for the 30 seconds. I can show him to you. So here he is. I mean, he's a big guy. He's not small by any means. He's from nose to the end of his butt. He's 12 inches. So he's like almost 20 inches long. But these are all movable parts. The head's movable, the legs. This is currently running. So this is the piece of, it's an old dog toy that was handmade. This was in Denver that I got them from. Um, that's almost 100 years old. Isn't that amazing? All right, thank you for looking at that. Um, let's see. What do we have? Let's look at this. Let me go ahead and do. All right, that didn't change. This here is an angel brass candlestick holder, but it could also be like the snuffer, the candle snuffer as well. And this here is 5 inches tall. So that's cute. You have the angel that's there. Could be this. The bottom of it says Archiana Crafts, made in India. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. That just run. Let me know if you want to see that again. look in the shop and see if there's anything that you want me to um, run for you. We'll start the auction on this. This here is a beautiful 1960s Imperial Compote glass. Oh, the winner is Rosalind, Vintage Blessings. You'll have something coming your way. Thank you so much. I don't have any fairy lamps, not right now. So this was in great condition. This here, it's the Otterberry scroll on that. Let's see what's next. We have, I'll do that book in a minute. Let me do this. This here's another brass piece. This is an incense burner for this. Let me go ahead and move that. So this is only about 2 inches in width. So you have your brass, your antique brass incense burner. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. There's the bottom of that. But it's beautiful. It's etched. We'll go ahead and start that. And that is currently running. A brass incense burner. Or you can put one of those little battery votives in there too. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. We'll go ahead and pin this. This here is a ceramic bluebird. It has a signature on it, but of course my eyes won't let me make it out. It's right there. Bluebird. Uh, we'll start this. This is currently running about 4 inches in width, and it is signed. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's see what is next on the list here. We have, oh, look at this. I'm gonna let it run for 30 seconds. This here is a chicken wire floach, which is a nice size. Let me stand back. It's in the ivory color. You're looking at 12 inches tall without the ring at the top. So this is currently running. You could put a plate here and put plant on it if you want to do it plants, because that's what these were actually used for out in the gardens to cover, your fruits and vegetables from the little babies getting after them. All right, thank you for looking at that. Put that here. Let's see. What is this? Let's do one of these. These here are it'll be a choice of, because I have 3 different ones of these. They're just 3 different colors. Well, they're almost the same color, to be honest with you. So here you have one that's got your teals and your pinks. And see, they say West, can you see there? It says Westminster there. That's the bottom. You have this one that has more your oranges and your blues. Let's go ahead and start the auction on that while I'm showing you different colors. So you have this one. And then the other one is blue in like a old rose color. So it'll be a choice of any one of these 3. All right, thank you for looking at those. Put those down here. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Let's see what is next. Let's do this. This here is an etched. This is, yeah, this one here. And this one, make sure, I can't remember if I have the, yeah, this is like 3¼ inches tall, but it's vintage. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Here it is. So here's it. And I haven't cleaned any of this brass that I received just a couple of days ago because some people like it as is. We will run that. That is currently running for this etched brass little vase, 3¼ inches tall. Thank you for looking at that one. That's there. Let's see. Let's do this. This is going to be Vintage Kitchen. This here is your primitive antique metal scoop for your flour, your grains, or your sugar. All right, thank you for looking at that. Put that there. Let's see, we showed those. Let me show this one. This here is an etched brass plate. I got this brass in the same lot. This is a 6-inch plate. And it has that etching on it. You can see it better on the back. But this is brass. These are nice to use for your plates under your planters as well, or as a trinket dish or a key dish. Go with that. Let's see. Let me do this. This here is a hand blown. Which side is it on? Here it is. This here is it comes in a gift box. So you can keep it for yourself or you can give it away to somebody. But this is a bottle stopper, and you have your Murano type hand blown glass there. We'll go ahead and start that. And that is currently running. These are great too to keep on hand if you need any last minute gifts. I used to have a closet in my home because I realized I was saving so much more money by having things in my closet just in case I missed somebody's birthday or something like that, than going out the last minute and buying something that cost you 4 times as much as you wanted to spend on the person. I don't mean that to be mean, but okay, this is a Mikasa. It's a floral trinket box. Nice size. It's got your floral. Here says you got your floral pattern on the front. It's the inside. This here is the back. And we'll start the auction for that. Okay. Why is it not changing? Okay, there it goes. And that is currently running for this Mikasa blue floral jewelry box or trinket dish. You can put it in your bathroom and put powder in it as well. All right, thank you for looking at her. Step that back. Let's see. What is scrolling up next? Is that, let me do these. These here is a dollar store. They're cute though. They're where did I put them? Oh, here they are. These are stirs, which the ocean theme. So you have 2, 4, 6, 7, and then I don't know what those other two. So there's actually 9, but you see the fish on there. You have like 2 lobsters. You got a whale, dolphins, flamingo. We'll go ahead and start that. That is currently running for $1. Anybody wants to bring the ocean theme to their parties? Beverage stirs. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. If you see anything that you want me to start out, first let's do these Budweiser glasses. I love these because they have the red bottoms. Look at the red bottoms. So they're red, they're Budweiser. You have two. We'll go ahead and start the auction for that, and that'll be for the both of them. They are currently running red bottoms and red lettering in great condition. All right, thank you for looking at those. Let's see. I have, all right, let's do these. These are right next to these are the pair of I Love USA cups. These are currently running. They are two. They're in great condition. I love the USA. They say that on both sides. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. All right, thank you for looking at those. Put those there. Let me know if you want to look at anything or you want me to run anything first. Let me go ahead and do these. These here are the pair of 1980s Anheuser-Busch beer steins, mugs, whatever you want to call them. Here's one. Budweiser Series C 89. See on there. Here's the other one. We'll start the auction for that. And those are currently running. That's a pair of Budweiser mugs. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. Well, let's see. We have, I love these pair of martini olive glasses. These are glass. These were hand painted. I think these came from like Pier 1 or something like that back in the early 2000s. So these are like about 20 years old. And they're in great condition except for my fingerprints. Is that what I have there? Yep. Let's go ahead and run these for a pair of martini glasses with olives on there. And then you have the striped stems. All right, thank you for looking at those. All right, let's show something else besides bar stuff. All right, let's see what else we have. Um, get through some of these. All right, these here are a pair of they're crystal clear grapes. I don't know if they're lucite or not, but I had them placed in a. So here are these. You get both of them. They have metal leaves. All right, thank you for looking at those. I showed those. We'll come back to those. Let's see. What do we do? Oh, let me show y'all this. This here is vintage Butler Christmas. Santa Claus brooch and earrings. It's in great condition. They are clipped earrings, but they do have all their stones. This is from the 90s. We will run this. Get ready so y'all can be ready for Christmas. I found these in January, so after the holidays last year. I was like bummed out. Like, oh, that would have been great. All right, let me put these down here. Let's see. Let's do, let me do these. These here are, where did I put them? Here they are. They're two vintage tobacco pipes. So you have one, and then you have the other one. And then it comes actually with a box of filters. And then I have this little, it's a little pottery piece. It's actually signed Fritzy, but I kept it because I like that it could be there as a set. So let's go ahead and run that. That is currently running for the two pipes and the original filter box with filters in there. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Take a look at the buy it now listings and the listings that I have in the auction. Let me know if there's anything in particular you would like for me to run. Let me show this. This here is, I don't know if anybody does scrapbooking anymore. Where did I fit it? I think I put it here. Yes. Let me get this out. I was trying to put stuff away so where I could find it. So this here is a corduroy and it's never been used. You have your book scrapping book. It still has the plastic all over it, but it's a corduroy, like a paisley print, I guess. On this, it's a 12 by 12 corduroy pattern, and it's all the pages are still here. I mean, it's brand new, and I got the filler pages if you need more. Up next, if anybody wants this. So it's a 12 by 12 vintage corduroy scrapbook album. Remember, scrapbooking was really big at one time. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Let's do. This here is a Collier World Atlas Gazetteer. I don't even know if I said that right. And it has all the maps from every place in the US, how they used to be. And this was copyrighted the last time in 1940. We'll start the auction on that. If anybody likes old map books, it's in real good condition from it being as old as it is, 80 years old. All right. Thank you for looking at that. Let's see. This here is a crystal cut bell. It's one of the larger size ones, like 8, but it's not the ones that have the clappers in it. They just don't have it. It's all etched with the flower on there. And that is currently running for this etched flower crystal cut bell in mint condition. All right, very good. Here. Let's do, I don't know where that's at. Trying to see. Let me pin this. This here is another brass piece that I got This is a heavy candle. It's ornate. It's has a they call it a dragon. It's a it's got a coiled dragon around here. So we'll go ahead and start that. This was fairly old as well. Your candlestick holder. That's the bottom with a coiled dragon around it, which I don't know what that signifies, but that was neat. Okay, let's see. What do we have next? All right, let me do this. This here is somebody could use this. It's for when you play table tennis. It's a brand new package, never been opened. It has the two paddles, it has the net, and it has the balls with it. So you can just set this up. It's got the thing that attaches the net to the table too. Has the paddles, the balls, and the net, and never been used. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Those are that. Let me do this. This here's another bottle stopper. It's in a red, white, and blue stiletto. There's the inside, never been used. This, I know I got this in the late 90s. Never used it. I used to do gift baskets for Hyatt when I worked there. We did for clients, and we used to send them to, I used to work in sales, but I also used to do all their gifts and stuff for our VIPs that came in. I couldn't believe I still had a lot of this stuff. Let's see. What is next here? Let me show these plates. These are beautiful plates from Pottery Barn. They're the Sausalito pattern. And it is a retired pattern, but I have 4 plates. So you have the reds, the blues. They're 12-inch plates. I do have 4, and I'm running them I'm running them one at a time. But I do have 4. In the back it says Pottery Barn, Sausalito. It's a beautiful plate. All right, thank you for looking at that. That was a little glitch with my phone. I just saw it flicker. All right, let me do this. This here is a tortoise print vase. You can't see it too much there. Let me lower this a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a tortoise print. You can probably see it better in the picture. We're just starting this for $1 that is currently running. It's a vase on a pedestal vase. Tortoise pattern. All right, thanks for looking at that one. Put it up there. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. This here is an Amberlina bell. You have your reds. It's the ruby diamond quilted pattern. And there is the metal. And we're going to go ahead and start that. That is currently running for this vintage Amberlina ruby diamond cut, diamond quilted glass bell. And it does glow. I just left my flashlight upstairs. All right, let's see. Let me do. There it is. Okay, let's pin this. I do have 3 of these. These here are your federal glass, your yellow glass, your diamond pattern, and they are scalloped. They're in great condition. And I do have 3 of these, but this is running for 1. I used to love using these in the center of my table with different dressings or different sides that I had. All right, thank you for looking at those. I do have a lot of amber and yellow glass that my daughter tells me I have to get rid of. Before I go to the other side. Here is your vintage glass hand juicer. No call outs on this. Let's go ahead and start the auction for that. And that is running. These are nice too for displaying marbles if you wanted to do that, or you could put little succulents around here too. All right, thank you for looking at that. That. All right, let's see. I should put the ones that you already showed at the bottom, but it doesn't do that. All right, here is you got your ruffled amber. Why is it not pinning? Okay. I'm going to start that. Let that one, we'll dig it out here. So here's your ruffled carnival amber glass. It's in great condition. I love how you see the pinks, the purple, the turquoise, all on that. Put that back. That's there. Here's your Indiana. Your Indiana glass. It's your amber diamond lattice. This is for breads, celeries. What else did it say there? Yeah. It's a relish dish, or you could use it for breads as well. We'll go ahead and start that in that amber color. No call outs with this. That's that diamond lattice pattern. Right. Let's see. Had any other? Showed that already. Let me show this. This here's a vintage clothespin hanger that somebody made. So there it is. And you do have your clothespins inside. Here's the hanger. And we'll run that, and that's currently running. Your vintage clothes hanger bag with clothespins. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's look at this. This here is a, where's it? Oh, here it is. This here is you can use it for a vanity basket, but it's actually for a cracker basket. Silver plated. I have not cleaned it at all. This is how I received it. That's the bottom. I don't see any markings on here. Oh yeah, there is something here. It's like a number. Oh, it's Sheffield. 0294. So that was that. All right. Let's see what, let me do these coffee mugs. These are Sakura. Got a pair. Coral Reef theme. This is dishwasher safe, microwave safe, vintage stoneware from Indonesia. Sakura, I do have two. They are brand new, never been used. Okay. Let's see. Even not getting down to the wire. This here is Ann Hoot. This is a cobalt blue design blue candy dish with a scalloped edge. Thank you for looking at that. This here is a brass uh, double towel holder. Here is the bottom. I have not cleaned that. That is currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Down there. Let's do those. This here is a vintage egg poacher. Comes in the original packaging. Oh, never been used. I have two of these. These are palm tree. Let's see. All right, let me start this. This is your motor and pastel set, wooden, hand carved. Great condition. All right. Oh, let's see. Here's Murano. There's no signature on this, but it is a bell. This is their work, the Latticino art glass, rainbow colors, twist. Got your reds, yellows, blues, greens, and pinks in that. Right. No, Zozo. I have my mom's Chihuahua. She's like wondering why are you in there? Let's see. What else do I have? Um, well, these other things I ran. Well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and close in tonight, unless you want me to run something for you. And not, I will have another show later on this week. Please bookmark that, and hopefully I'll have something for you then. Thank you so much for spending time with me this evening.